कालातीताय धीमहि तन्नो कालभैरव प्रचोदयात्. ओम हिंगुळे परमहिंगुळे अमृतरूपिणी तनुशक्तिमनशिवे श्री हिंगुळांबिकाय नमः. Namaskaram. Welcome to yet another video of our Ishtartha Guru Bhairava. So today's uh, discussion or the information will be a little bit special about three mistakes normally as a sadhaka everyone does. But in the Natha Sampradaya, there is a very beautiful connection information why exactly we need to avoid this. So in case if you are in a spiritual journey and especially in the Bhairava Sadhana or any of the Dasha Mahavidya Sadhana, it may be Channamastava, it may be Bhairavima, or it may be even Tripura Sundarima, Sri Vidyas also, or even the Ma Kali Sadhana also. These are the three mistakes you should never make it, because this can quietly, I can call it as like undo years of efforts whatever you have gathered together. So as I told you in Natha Sampradaya, there is a beautiful story connected to this, but before even I say where exactly this and who exactly was disclosed this information in Natha Sampradaya, let me just take you through one a beautiful story of a Natha Sampradaya about Guru Gorakhnatha and his disciple Chauranginath. Choranginatha and in Navanathas, they are two among them. We cannot tell that he is a disciple, but I can tell you that actually he is connected to Navanathas and he is his disciple also, because Navanathas are interconnected. Chauranginath was not merely given a knowledge. He was not just given as a discipline. He was given a silence. He was given such a profound silence. That silence made him aware what exactly as a sadhaka he need to experience, understand, and then he will be able to hold that in a much more profound way. And the most importantly, Guru Gorakhnatha taught how to hold what has been received. This is what is being one of the key facts or key factors wherein it comes to the sadhakas need to understand very, very deeply on this. See, the story of Chauranginath is one of the most important, or I can call it as a powerful in a Natha tradition, because it is not simple story as what we hear it or what has been heard, but here a simple story, but it is a suffering. It is a story of a guru with the patience which has been taught, the tapasya of the sadhaka, and how exactly the transformation can happen once the sadhana is being taken into a consideration as what is important for an individual for a growth. There are several versions of this story across the Natha Sampradaya. Many talks about a different way or a different storylines which has been connected to it. In regional tradition, especially in the north part of it, many of them talk or say in a very different way. But one profound in a Natha Sampradaya, the story, what I have heard from my guru is that actually he is known as Purna Bhagata. Purna or Pura or Purna Bhagata was actually his name. He was a princess. And this guy was associated with 84 Siddhas also. Here, Chaurangi, as he was born in a king's family as a princess, he was being called as a Prince Pura. Few of them call it as Purana also. He was son of actually very famous king. His name was actually Shalivahana. I believe you had many of them actually would be able to, historians who are very interested in the histories, they'll be able to know about this. Shalivana. On like from what we call it as from Pitana, or this location previously was part of Godavari river, which is currently part of the Maharashtra. On those borders actually, Paitana was actually one of a place where actually Choranginatha was been born. Many people talk about a different storyline as well as a different places, but as whatever I have received, I'm trying to share you this information. Choranginatha was very very young, very capable and destined for a royal family. He was very very brave, very courageous and very dedicated son for his father as well as his family. But his life changed because of a, what we call it as a false assumption made by his stepmother. As of many of the stories, when it comes to the historians or when it comes to the royal family, this is what actually many we have read, also we have seen in many of the movies. But here, her stepmother, she had a lust, a desire on him. But Purana refused her very clearly. He did not actually go with her as what she was trying to gain from him. He directly told, "Man, no. This our relations are something pure and we cannot." This rejection from him was took in a very personal from her. She accused him, went to the king, to the Shalivana, and told that actually his son, stepson, is trying to misbehave with him and trying to act as in a different way, trying to acquire her, make her. And the king started believing this. Not on the first hand, but she created a storyline in such a way that the king was supposed to believe it. For the couple of instants, he was being trapped. And the king was very, very angry. The Shalivana was very, very angry. He ordered his own son, Puranas, to chop off his hands and his legs, to cut off. Just think, a father of his own son, he is cutting his hands and legs, and he ordered that he is to be abandoned into the forest. He was thrown into the forest. And this is where the story begins extraordinary, what we need to understand. The particular prince, Purana, the prince who once had everything in his life, the kingdom, the king, the palace, everything. The kingdom with a family, with a more comfort, status. But now he is lying helpless in that wildness of the forest, without even ability to even like move little bit and think what exactly is happening in my life. No kingdom, no power, no identity, only suffering. See, this is what actually make you as an individual. When people are in a suffering, this is what we need to understand. When you are in a suffering, there will be someone who is going to come into your life, which is going to make your life much more meaningful. Similar thing happened here. According to the Nath Sampradaya, Guru Gorakhnatha encountered him, carried him and gave him about the yogic practices, certain movement of a limbs, yogic practices, how to sit, how to do a samadhi, how to practice hatha yoga. He taught him about the practices which was much more profound. But another tradition say that actually Matsyendranatha is the initiation guru and Guru Gorakhnatha was the Upadesha guru. Here there are two differences. One is initiation guru, one is Upadesha guru. Few call them actually like Matsyendranatha as his initiation guru because he is part of the Navanathas. So that's the reason I told you storylines differs different when it comes to from a transition from a gurus to the sishyas. But Upadesha Guru, they many call. But let's go back to the storyline. And what did that Guru give him, Guru Gorakhnatha, or even the Matsyendranath? Not the revenge, because even initiation, if it was being done by the Guru Gorakhnatha, Matsyendranath, Guru Gorakhnatha was this Upadesha Guru. He gave him a Upadesha, what need to be practiced. And what did that he gave in the teachings? Not that actually he should take a revenge. Not any kind of an miracles immediately. Like actually Sabar Mantra has been taught such that actually immediate effect can happen in one's life. You have heard, you have learned everything you know about Sabar Mantra. You know that how profound or active Jagrata even today it is, till dated it is. But he did not teach all these things. He taught something about sadhana. Not mere miracles immediately. He taught him a sadhana. Gorakhnatha instructed him to practice it in such a way that it should be not part of his life, to become part of him. And the king, the prince, Purana, accepted this. For the 12 long years, he remained in the tapasya. Not with the different sadhanas, every different month, every Krishnashtami, Shuklashtami, every Grahana. Not with the different sadhanas, different mantras. One single mantra with yogic practices. For 12 long years, he remained there. He did a tapasya. Thinking about that, 12 years, no complaining, no asking, even thinking that when will my miracle happen with me? When my problems will go away? As normally we as a sadhakas have this practice. But here, the princess did not had this any kind of thoughts at all. No comparing himself with any other person around him, any kind of a disciple or anyone, or any kind of a story he has learned. He did not even thought about that. He just did the practice of yoga with the tapasya which Guru had given him as sadhana, japa. Not demanding any kind of a results. He simply remained with the practice. And according to the Nath tradition, it is being said that after 12 long years tapasya, his limbs were restored. So this is what actually is the power of the mantra. You may think that actually one nama japa, people call this as very simple, calling them actually, it is just a nama japa. What actually we need to practice? Miracles or the transformation happens once it is being taken as a tapasya, and you do it with the utmost surrender what Guru has given to you. Upadesha Guru had given him only one thing: do this. He accepted it full wholehearted, did for 12 long years, and after 12 long years he was able to see the results. The results was very simple. He had got his limbs was restored. The prince who had been thrown away and was being broken and he was being thrown into the forest rose again. But Guru Gorakhnatha, as a Upadesha Guru, he had given him a name. This has been also said, as I told, in a initiation Guru from the Matsyendranath, he was being named as Choranginatha, a Siddha. Not about the 84 Siddhas, these are the Navanathas. He was being part of it. And that is why his story is so powerful, because, let me just tell you like this, perhaps for the real miracles if need to happen in the life, was not about restoring of his limbs. You may be thinking that, oh, he had been chopped off with the hands and legs. After tapas, after Guru's initiation, after the mantra japa, with no restrictions, he was able to get everything. But the real miracle was that 12 years of suffering was was actually the doorway. It was actually the suffering did not destroy his faith in the Guru. This is what the sadhaka need to think twice. The real miracles are not that actually my problems are going away in my life, or sufferings, whatever I have started this sadhana is going away from my life. Once you have a faith in your Guru, once you have a faith in Devata, once you have a faith in the Namasmarana, once you have a faith in your own tapas, life will change. That is where the story connects deeply with the spiritual practice of a sadhaka. See, here a genuine sadhaka eventually reaches this particular point where the question always no longer it will be bothering him. What I am experiencing, it's because can I continue even when I experience nothing? This is what the Choranginatha was able to tell us very clearly. Chauranginath's story or Chauranginath's sequence, this is what actually it is teaching us. It gives a profound answer. Do the sadhana, trust the Guru. It may be your initiation Guru or it may be your Upadesha Guru. Anyone, trust the Guru. Do not demand the fruits. Do not demand that actually something is going away within a days or within few weeks. Let the time do its work. Time will heal everything in this existence. Because the time is nothing but his. He is Kala. And perhaps this is not about the tradition. It is not about only the remembering what the greatest Siddhar was able to teach us. But because Siddhi was not merely what happening in his body. It is what happening within him. This is what actually the Siddhi is all about. He lost his limbs. He lost his kingdom. He lost his identity. But he did not lose one thing in his life. The faith in Guru. Well, Guru has given him a mantra after he became and he left him for the 12 long years. But the 12 long years made him a different person or a different capable what he was part of that sampradaya. He became a Siddhar and the Natha shared the secrets to all the followers. This is what the Chauranginath was able to teach us. But here he taught us something very great as what we started with. He gave us 3 mantras. He told that the 3 mistakes should be avoided in any kind of a spiritual path. If you are a spiritual practitioner, spiritual seeker, or any kind of a sadhaka, avoid those 3 mistakes. This was told by Chauranginath. But here, the detailed explanation he has not given, but I will try to share my inputs here. But if you feel to put it into very short, these 3 mantras were very, very simple, what we need to understand as individual sadhakas. The first mantra, what he taught was, don't share your experience. When you begin your spiritual journey, you may experience things for the very first time. Maybe you will be able to connect this very clearly if you are done any kind of a sadhana. It may be Bhairava Sadhana, Kali Sadhana, any kind of a sadhanas. You, in the initial days, you will experience something. Out of the excitement, normally what everyone does is, or the curiosity, you may feel like sharing them to everyone across your family, friends, everyone. Oh, I felt bodily experience, the experience was so profound that I was able to see myself. But remember, the person you are sharing it with may not be walking on the same path as what you are. It is somewhat like you are sharing a syllabus of the PhD to a LKG student who is trying to don't even know what she is meant by PhD. But remember, the person you are sharing, he may not have ever thought what is your feeling is all about. See, some experiences are so intimate that words cannot truly express them at all. And the moment you try to explain them to the someone next to you who cannot understand them, you may lose the essence of the experience. Keep it within you. Your spiritual experience are very, very sacred. They are not meant to actually to become stories for everyone. Let them settle within you. See, here we have a very beautiful story shared by my guru when this deepest question was being asked. When even I used to do this mistake, he told me like, in a Bhairava Sadhana today, I used to go and tell him, then while doing a Bhairava Sadhana, I experienced this. I told him that I was able to feel a light. I felt as if the Bhairava himself was in present. I must tell everyone about this, and I went and shared this to my guru. This was the initial stages. Here, that me was. So the guru looked at his very, very quietly. Then he took a small earthen pot. Okay, he filled it with the water and carried outside and looked at this particular water. The me, the disciple, saw the water perfectly still, reflecting even the sky. The guru touched the surface of the water in the finger. The reflection actually disappeared. He said this like, is what happened when you speak too quickly about your experience that has not yet settled within you. He showed just a water and touched it, and he told that this is what happens when you speaks very quickly about your experience that has not yet even settled within you. The me, the disciple, remained very, very silent. See, this is what happens in any of the sampradaya. The experience is not an achievement. It is just a seed. If you keep digging up the seed every day to show other whether it has been grown or not. If you sow the seed, every day dig and see whether it has been sprouted, what is whether it will never become a tree at all. You know this particular story. Many of them you have seen already such kind of an information or a story lines which has already been shared in even today in social universities, social media universities. Then what should I do? That me was able to ask to the guru. He told, guard it, witness it, offer it to the devas, let it mature inside you as the seed get matured in the Bhumata. The me, the disciple, was able to bow down. From that day onwards, whenever something extraordinary happened during his sadhana, he did not run to tell to the world. He simply returned to his seat, closed his eyes, and continued to practice without even telling a word. From the Nathas, some experiences are not meant to be becoming as stories. They are meant to become, to transform you. Experiences are very, very sacred. They are not meant to become as a storylines. Even in social media you may see stories. Like thousands of people around who will be able to see that. Let that settle within you. Don't try to share something. The second teaching was about do not use your spiritual energies on the other without even permission, proper permission. See, as your sadhana deepens, you may begin to feel more freedom, clarity, awareness, and even certain abilities actually that you did not have ever been or thought of it, and then becomes true. Like, what experience is happening is, what is this happening in my life? I can help. They will be feeling that, oh, now I have got this. Let me actually help the person. I can do something great to the society around me. Stop. If your guru has not given you a permission, do not interfere. See, interference, I always tell about the karma theory. It's a very big prarabdha, sanchita karma. Many karmas actually when we talk. This particular karma theory is what guru has understand and he's trying to avoid the shishya what he need to. Whenever the energy you are cultivating through your sadhanas is meant for your own journey, unless you have been specifically been instructed by your guru to use it for something, or the other way around also, people will be having accumulating, holding it but never be using it. That is the reason many spiritual practices or masters talk about seva. The moment you start giving away or holding what you have accumulated, you may experience an inner emptiness. The more you hold, you may feel that actually I'm holding everything and you're wasting somewhere. Building your ego, building your identity, building your awareness that I am going to do this, I have done this, and rebuilding that inner strength will make you empty. Inner emptiness will arise. Let me just tell you, rebuilding that inner strength can take a very, very long time, even years of efforts. So even when you feel like I can do this, before even you can, as a beginner, as you act like a fool, as a simple nonsense, telling that I don't know anything. I am simple nonsense. Stay humble. Stay very silent. Stay on your path which is being said to you. Just follow that. Let me just tell you about this. Once a sadhaka on evening with another seeker came to him and they were trying to talk to each other. Satsanga. We normally know about the word as satsanga. Many people talk about the satsanga. They were trying to feel that actually we are trying to do some satsanga. One sadhaka told to the other guy, my life is filled with sufferings. You have been practicing for so long. Can you not use your spiritual power to help me? Some people will come to you thinking that your presence will make changes in my life. Please come to my home. Come and sit. Spend some time. Or talk about the sadhana. The discipline felt something awaken within him. He thought actually, I can. Oh, it's my positiveness. People are able to feel it. My presence actually is making a difference to the people. Let me go there. He went to his guru and asked his permission. Sadhaka, a true sadhaka. The guru looked at him and said, who told you that what has been gathered in your sadhana belongs to you? The disciple lowered his eyes. But the guru was able to tell him very clearly when a lamp is lit in your house, can you give away its entire flame and still expect that your lamp to retain to burn? The lamp to remain burning cannot happen. But the sadhaka immediately responded to the Guru. But I only wanted to help my friend or my anyone. Here Guru tells one beautiful line. He tells, compassion is good, interference is not. Some people bring their karmas to cleanse it. Do not become part of their karma. Waste your sadhana there. It is the Guru placed one particular bowl of water before him. Your sadhana is like a water. You have spent months of gathering it. And if you begin pouring it everywhere merely because someone asks you, every drop you are trying to pour, one day you will discover that your own vessel is empty. That's it. He did not told anything more. From then onwards, whenever someone asked, the seeker, the sadhaka understood spiritual intervention. He did not become as a savior. He became simple. He prayed, let Bhairava support you, let Ma be with you. He remained silent when instructed. He became to continue his own sadhana. See, this is what actually Natha Sampradaya beautifully explains us. Even when you feel capable, remember that you are still a beginner. Walk like a fool. Remain ordinary, no extraordinary. Let Bhairava decides. Whenever your hands are meeting to serve another, until then, protect what was your sadhana has been giving you. This particular second story gives us a very profound connection, telling us, stay humble, stay silent, stay on your path. Because someone's karma is not your mission. The third secret which Choranginatha was able to explain was never have an expectation from your spiritual journey. This is a very beautiful mantra what he has shared to us. This is one of the greatest trap. You hear someone else like experiencing and think that I should experience that too. Sadhana, if 10 people are trying to do the sadhana, one person is trying to experience and tell something, immediately this guy will feel in, I should experience that too. If someone is trying to share their experience in satsangas, immediately, if he is hearing it, immediately he'll think, oh, this has never happened to me. You wait for enlightenment. You wait for the vision. You wait for the particular sign or even the extraordinary experiences as someone has experienced. It may be extraordinary for him, but for you, it may be just ordinary. The moment expectation enters, you stop being present with the journey, whatever you are supposed to go. See, spirituality is not about the destination. You can force yourself to reach to that particular place. But your job is very simple. Do the sadhana you have been given. Do the kriya you have been instructed to do. Follow the discipline which your guru, your initiation guru or a Vachika guru has already told you what you need to be followed. And let the journey unfold in its own time. Even if it feels simple. Even if nothing seems to happen in the life. But still. See, walk without expectation is one of the greatest action as every sadhaka, as we as an individual need to experience this. Let me just tell you one small story about this. In Once a sadhaka goes to his guru and he asks, Guru, I have been completed so many days of Bhairava Sadhana, and why have I not seen anything in my sadhana? No, nothing has happened in my life. I have same problems, same people around me, same situation revolving around, but nothing has been changed. The Guru smiled. What were you expecting to see? Immediately Sadhaka told, every day when we sit in the satsanga, everyone share their own visions, lights, but I am not able to see anything. Few of them also are telling that actually they have seen Bhairava, something extraordinary which is happening in their life. The Guru actually pointed out to one of the mountain in the near to the place in the ashrama. He just pointed out there, outside. Does that mountain hurry because you are looking at it? You don't know. And he showed the moon and he told, does the moon rises faster because you are waiting? He told no. Then why are you trying to command your sadhanas? Sehwal was able to understand. Guru was able to add it very clearly. You are sitting before the Bhairava with one closed eyes, not two eyes, one closed eyes. Thinking that you are meditating, and other eyes is watching for the clock. Other eyes is watching that actually when this particular total number of mechanical rolling of the mantra of the japa will be completed, or any kind of a mantra which I am trying to recite, maybe Ashtakam, Kavacham or anything, when this will get completed, because you are closing only one eyes. Thinking that you are meditating, not sadhana. You are not doing the sadhana anymore. You are trying to negotiate with him, negotiate with a Bhairava, negotiate with a divine, that I am trying to do this, remove all of this problem in my life. I want this vision, I want this light, I want you to. But here, the sadhaka did something else. That night, he was able to understand what Guru was able to tell. He stopped asking, when will something happen to me in my life? He went to the sadhana, a true sadhana. This is the reason why we have told about the sankalpa. Sankalpa is going to make you the connection between you and him in a much more profound way. His sadhaka stopped searching for the signs. He simply lit the lamp, invoked the Bhairava, performed his kriya given by his Guru, Upadesha Guru or Initiation Guru, and sat. Days passed. Nothing spectacular happened in his life. Yet something within him became quieter. One morning, his Guru looked at him and smiled. You finally understood. Sadhaka asked, like, Guru, what you are trying to say? Bhairava was never late. Your expectation was standing in the door. The disciple actually bowed down to his Guru. From that day onwards, he praises without demanding what is experiencing. No comparison, no exhibitions. Satsanga here, there, here. Listening, every time going and listening. No expectations whenever you go. Just sadhana, just surrender, just the path, whatever the Guru has been given to you. See, these three things are very, 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 very deeply which you need to understand. Let me just tell you, walk with them without any kind of an expectation. The third mantra which Guru was able to tell. The second, do not spend what you have earned. And first, keep the experience very, very personal. It is very personal for you. See, sadhana or experiences is very, very precious. Don't waste it because of the people who around you are trying to grab it from you. See, your job is very simple. Do your part. Leave the rest to Bhairava. Nothing comparison with anyone. Just do sadhana. Just surrender. Just as a path, whatever is being taught to you. Automatically you will be able to understand what is necessary in this particular life. Maybe with that note, we'll take a leave for today. I'll leave it to you with this thought. Whether you have already experienced this or you have come across this stage, sit for a couple of minutes. Go through as whatever has been said. Write down what you are doing a mistake of any of these three. Any one among these three, how exactly you are losing. Keep a note of it because Bhairava is watching you. Om Kalakalaya Vidmahe Kalatitaya Dhimahi Tanno Kala Bhairava Prachodayat. Om Hingule Paramahingule Amritarupini Tanushakti Manashive Shri Hingulambikaya Namaha. Namaskaram.